Hello, guys. I still have to load up the game. I loaded it up earlier, but there's like it went immediately to intro, so I paused. So yeah. But yeah, we're gonna play Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Hopefully the audio gets captured. I can't tell yet. Yep, there we go. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud.
はい。あの子は今日も部屋から一歩も出てきません。相変わらず空想の友達の話をしています。私がそんな子はいないのよって説明すると、見たこともないような恐ろしい形相で、あの子のあんな顔見たこともない。先生、明るくて
Hey Anna, welcome to the stream.
朗らかだったあの子は
I am good. How about
言
you?
ったのでしょう。
落ち着いてお母さん、正念場ですよ。ここは気を強く持って。娘さんはもっと辛いのです。今我々が見放してしまったら、彼女を守ってあげられる人はいなくなる。私も可能な限りバックアップします。一緒に元気なナオミちゃんを取り戻しましょう。
はい、ありがとうございます。少し心が落ち着きました。では、
Kinda good? Why kinda?
気をつけて。あまり刺激を与えないように。
You haven't slept yet? Ma'am. Ma'am.
ナオミ、ナオミ、もう寝
I'm
ちゃった。
taking a sip.
お母さんだよ。
Is she dead?
開けるよ。
Did she kill herself?
ナオミ、またそこにいるの？
Why is she just standing
足痛いでしょ。
there?
ベ
What?
ッドに座ったら。
Hi, Cry. Welcome to
お
the
母さん
stream.
ね、今日いいことがあったの。お買い物に行ったらね、
We're
ペッ
just
トショップですっ
enjoying
ご
the
く
intro
可愛い子
for
猫
Book
が
of
いて、
Shadows.
ほら、前にナオミが飼いたがってたでしょ。茶色い毛並みのスコティッシュちゃん。その子がずっとこっちを見てるの。お母さん、ケージから離れられなくてね。ナオミにも会わせたいなって。ね、明日一緒に出かけない？学校は休んでもいいって先生が許してくれたよ。サボっちゃってお買い物行こうよ。いや、かな。ねえ、
Why is she still standing in that one
どうして
corner?
そこにいるの？そこに誰かいるの？聖子。ナオミ、
My day was good. How was yours?
冷静に聞いてね。
Is that drama really good?
お母さんも知りたいんだ。あなたの友達のこと。
Dot dot dot.
あなたのクラスの聖子ちゃんっていつからいるの？ずっと。あなたのクラスって？ 2年9組。うん、そうだ。
思います。あの子に話しておかなきゃいけない
Maybe
か
it
も。
would be best if I talked to her
Yes.
about it. Today was my first day of school and it was fun, not gonna lie. That's good. I'm glad you had fun at
悪い
school.
ことが起きなければよ
I
いの
only
です
hope
が。
nothing bad happens. Ooh. Ooh. I am not making that sound.
カバンを投げ出して
I threw down my bag, collapsed onto the bed, and stared up at the
見
ceiling.
慣れた照明
These were my familiars, the familiar lighting, the familiar patterns I knew so well, and that familiar stain in the corner.
あれは
I remember when my dad made that stain. It was my 5th birthday, and he just opened a can of soda. I'd been shaking. Staring up at my ceiling was something I'd done a million times before, but today it felt strange, like I'd just come from doing the exact same thing.
今の瞬間
And I'm not talking about the general act of lying in bed and looking up, but a more specific sense that I'd experienced a singular moment in time once before.
それはデジャブって言って
I believe the term you're looking for is deja vu. Supposedly, deja vu signifies that a new destiny has just been born within you.
おめでとう中島さん
So congratulations,
もう一人の
Nakashima.
人格
You
が
may
誕生しつつ
be
ある
a
の
whole
よ
new person now. Dun dun dun. So said the class rep, making light of the situation in her usual creepy way. But maybe she was right. I had been more cognizant of my actions since then. It was a very long break I had. Well, that's good, I think.
こういうのって
Usually, if I pay too much attention to every little thing I do, I begin obsessing, and then I just give myself a headache and end up calling it quits.
それが
But this deja vu was real, and it was far stronger than it had any right to be. This wasn't your run of the mill spooky feeling, it was all encompassing. God, I hate school. I don't want to start my classes next month. Rip. Imagine going to school. Can't relate. No matter where you go in this house, it all smells just like you, Naomi. Is this heaven?
天国
What the fuck? That sound? Oh, this is weird.
なんだろう聖子前
I
にも
swear,
これあっ
Seiko,
た気が
doesn't
す
it
るの
feel like this has all happened once before?
何が
What has?
聖子をうちに泊めたこと
You sleeping over here.
なんか
And then the next day, we're both like, hey, let's go clothes shopping. Don't you remember?
ご冗談を
Surely you jest. Sippy sip.
私がついに直
Long have I sought to capture thee and infiltrate the walls of this holy temple, but today marks my first successful conquest.
だよね
Yeah, I guess that isn't the sort of thing I'd have forget quite so easily. Must just be my imagination. I don't know how I passed. I didn't do nothing of schoolwork last year. Oof. Finally, our flag has been planted. Seiko and Naomi together at last.
楽しも
You
う
bet this is going to be lots of
フラグ
fun.
って何
But what's this? What's all this about a flag?
おいおいわかります
Oh, I think you know. She's so weird. I love it.
そう
And so began my first ever slumber
聖子と
party with
泊まり会
Seiko.
をすることに語源が終わったら
The moment
速攻学校を出
fifth
て
period ended that day, we tore right out of school and loaded up on all the junk food and drinks we could carry.
聖子とは長い付き合いにな
Seiko
る
and I
けど
had been friends
お互い
forever,
の家
but
に
nothing
泊
of
まったりし
us,
たことはなかったから
neither of us had
私もちょっと
stayed
テンションが上が
at
って
the
る
other's house before, so we were both pretty excited. This was going to be fun.
あそうだナオミ
Naomi, do you mind if I make a quick call home? The kids know where I'll be, but I should still check in since I haven't had a chance to swing by. Stretch! Okay, stretch. I'm stretching. I'm doing the stretch. Stretch. Okay. I'm all stretched.
うんいいよ
Sure, go ahead. Do you need to use the landline? Oh my gosh, back in the day when landlines were a thing.
大丈夫
No, my cell phone will be just fine. I just worry about poor little you know? he'd be sad if I didn't at least call.
わかった。
No problem. You do your thing and I'll take a quick bathroom break. Everything seems normal so far. I exited my room, glancing behind me to see Seiko holding her cell phone to her head, with one hand, while flashing me a peace sign with the other. The mere idea that there'd be a friend waiting for me in my room when I got back was just so exciting. Oh, the things we could talk about that night. Where should we start? What story should we talk about? Or what should... I can't talk. Okay, looks like Dad's going to be coming home. Going to be late coming home tomorrow, you. So I'll head your way after the festival cleanup and all the goodbyes. Then we can get ready for Dad's special surprise together, okay? Give all my love to the others and make sure you all tuck in tight tonight so you don't catch colds. Take care, you. They holding up okay? Sure are, which means I've got nothing to worry about. I can enjoy my time with you to the fullest. Sounds like you're ready to have some fun. And I'll bet you are too. So, what should we talk about? Anything you'd like. I'm just glad to have this blissful opportunity. The giggles. I really can't say why I felt so shy and embarrassed. The two of us were always together after all. Changing the setting from school to my personal space just seemed to bring us a lot closer. I found myself staring at Seiko's face as if studying it. Did she always look like that? This was someone who regarded me as a friend. All kinds of inane thoughts were swimming through my head, and for some reason they were making me really nervous. Hey, you know what we've got? We've got that chocolate soda. Chocolate soda? Wanna try it out? I wanna try it. Do I? Just try and stop me. I took out the bottle we'd purchased and poured its fizzy contents into 2 cups. It had the faintest tinge of chocolate color, but otherwise clear. As it hit the bottom of each cup, that familiar comforting sizzle of carbonic acid rising from the liquid echoed forth amidst the froth of bubbles. Well, it's sure a pretty color, but what do we do with the rest of it if it sucks? We take it with us to the school tomorrow and offer it up to everyone. Make like we're being real nicey. Hey, that's a good idea. Alright, here you go, Seiko. Thanks. Okay, let's drink it down on the count of 3. Sounds good. 1, 2, 3. Damn, that's good. I don't know, chocolate soda doesn't sound good. Before I knew it, we were up to our old tricks, talking on and on like we had always did at school. We smiled and laughed and felt joy at all the same things. Spending this time together, we could each forget all of our troubles for a while. This was the kind of friend that comes along only once in a lifetime. I was starting to get really sentimental and I had no idea why. I certainly couldn't admit it to her though, or I'd never hear the end of it. I just kept thinking to myself, I really hope Seiko and I can be friends. Like this, clean into adulthood. I think they meant clear into adulthood for the rest of our lives even. Maybe it was the same weird sense of camaraderie one tends to feel during overnight field trips. I don't know. Mrs. Nakashima, this food is stupendous. Come on, Naomi, say ah. Thank you. You two are certainly close, aren't you? I've heard so much about you, Shinohara, that I simply had to meet you one of these days. Oh my god, I can't read. Here we go again. Naomi's been talking about me, has she? Oh, all the time during meals, you're always the hot topic around here. She never fails to have some story about where you two went or what you did. The voice acting. So I've been accepted by the family then. My tears of joy overflow at the prospect. I must be as red as beet right now. Welcome back to Reading Simulator. Shut up. Stop roasting me. I can't read.
セイコ
Oh, and it's not just you. Naomi also loves talking about that Satoshi Mochida boy. Whenever he comes up, she just gets so excited. I think she likes.
お母さん
Mom?
Ne?
Ixnay on the Atoshi say, okay?
あらごめんなさい
Sorry, dear. Oh, don't worry. I know all about her feelings toward her beloved Mochida. Naomi may seem like a strong girl, but she's really quite the shy one.
セイコストップ
Seiko,
ストップ
stop. Just stop.
あなた
Well, you're certainly well informed. What say you and I have a girls' night out sometime?
美味しいものごちそうしてあ
I'll
げる
treat you to something good, and in return, you tell me everything you know about Naomi from school.
喜んで
It would be an honor and a privilege, Miss Nakashima.
ちょっと
Hey, come on now.
さてさてお腹いっぱいになったか
Well,
な
then you two have gotten sufficiently stuffed.
じゃあお湯張ってあるから
I've drawn a
お風呂入
bath,
れ
so
て
you should head in while the water's still warm. I assume you'll be okay going in together since you're both girls, no? Are we gonna get a bath scene? What the heck? Damn straight, my flag is firmly planted now. The day is totally won.
何
Huh?
何
What are you talking about? Are we really going to bathe together? And seriously, what's all this flag business about? Never mind that, just come on. Mrs. Nakashima, we're going to borrow your bathroom.
は
Roger that. Make sure you two get nice and warm.
セーラーの襟を引っ張られて脱衣所に
Seiko
連
and
れ
I
込まれ
removed
た
the lapels from our school uniforms on the way to the bathroom dressing area.
やっぱり恥ずかしいか
I
ら
still felt a
別々
little
に入ろう
uncomfortable, so I suggested we bathe separately after
抵抗
all.
も虚しく
But Seiko just mumbled that resistance is futile and set about taking my clothes off. Oh my gosh.
慣れた手つきで
With only a few swift moments, she had my whole outer uniform stripped away in no time at
あの
all.
子はプロだ
She was a bona fide pro, a real expert at taking people's clothes off, disturbingly well practiced. Whoa!
うわ熱
Hot, hot, hot. Oof, no kidding. The hot water at your house.
いなのですな
The hot water at your house doesn't mess around. Doesn't mess.
お
Blah,
母
blah,
さん
blah,
の
blah.
入れたお風呂は
Yeah,
It's
mom
not
likes to
the
run the
deal,
world's
but-
hottest baths. I keep telling her that when you're soaking, lower temperatures are better, but she never
いつ
listens.
も言ってるんだも
Oh, well,
うあれ体冷えてる
what's this? Is your body feeling chilled? Well, then take this.
風邪ひかないでね
You're going to catch a cold if you're not careful. You've got to be quicker about taking her clothes off.
そんなに恥ずかしがら
Come on, don't be shy. Here, look this way.
洗面器に汲んだお湯
Seiko
で
had such a dumb, self-satisfied expression on her face as soon as
ドヤ顔をする
she scooped up water in the basin and dumped it all over our heads.
よく言うよ
I think you're unshy enough for both of us. I mean, you're the one who tore off all my clothes like they were paper. Well, I do bathe my little brothers every day, so I've gotten pretty good at speed stripping other people. Speed stripping. That's okay.
おうなるほどね
Okay, that makes sense actually. Anyway, you need to loosen up. Let's take this opportunity to deepen our friendship. And then, why did you word it that way?
はいはい
I'm
もう
uncomfy.
吹っ切れました
Yes, yes, you've thoroughly broken me out of my shell. Now, how about I wash your back? Have a seat.
お願いします
Yes, please. This is so weird.
買ったばかりのシルクタオル
Ah!
にボディーソープをたっぷりつけて
I mean, it's not showing anything, right? It's fine. I lathered up a brand new silk towel with body soap and began washing Seiko's back, marveling at her perfect complexion. I'd never noticed before, but just what a classic beauty she
新品
was.
なんだよ
I
これ
bought this
喜ぶ
special just for you, so I hope you're enjoying this. How's it feel? You're all good. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Right there.
それにこうして
And that's when all language broke down and the sounds emanating from the bathroom began resembling strange animalistic cries rather than human speech.
変な声
Cut
出
it
さな
out,
い
you
の
sound demented.
また
Just a little farther up.
ここ
Here. Yeah, right there.
かゆかったね
This is so weird. I made you itchy, I'll bet. Alright, hold still.
聖子の体が
It didn't take long for Seiko's back to become completely enveloped in soap suds, but I could still detect a reaction to my every touch. I feel so uncomfortable.
聖子って
Don't tell me you're ticklish.
バレた
Guess the secret's out. I'm really, really ticklish. Oh, okay.
徹底的に洗
Well,
お
if
う
that's the case, it's a thorough washing you shall get. So you're on the offensive today, are you?
聞こえないよ
This is so weird. What was that? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my furious finger work. Okay.
スイッチの入った私は
I was on for sure, and nothing was going to stop me from giving Seiko's back the full treatment.
今日の語源のホームルーム
After
は
all, homeroom today was spent setting up for the culture festival, so we both got pretty dusty. A nice scrubbing is exactly what we both need.
くねくね
Stop squirming, hold still. What's with this voice acting? Man, Seiko, you're really slender. Your shoulder blades are incredible, like a cat's. Are they? I can't really see them, so I wouldn't know. But for you, it's all about that sexy, sexy collarbone.
何そのおじさん
What? You sound like an old fogey or something.
美しい
But so beautiful and so big.
はいはい
I don't think that's my collarbones you're staring at. Oh my god.
舐めるように私
As
の
I
胸を
gazed
見
at
ている
Seiko
聖子を
staring at my chest with hungry eyes, I suddenly had another flash of deja vu, an uncomfortable one. My eyes drifted to her neck.
なんだろう
There is some sort of mark there, a bruise that wrapped all the way around. Damn, the writers are hella sauce. I know, right? Like, oh my god.
聖子
Seiko, what happened to your neck? Did you scratch yourself or something?
なんかある
Something
な
there?
んかうっすらだけど赤くなってる
This seems like a fanfic. It really does. It's pretty faint, but there's a red mark.
覚えが
Don't remember injuring myself or anything.
聖子の首に
The bruise on her neck, though slight, looked less spotty than you'd expect if it were made by human hands. It seemed more even, like it came from cloth. Probably just a result of wearing her kimono cord too tight around her neck all day from the red beans for the red bean soup stand. What a shame to see her pure white skin so damaged.
早く治るといいね
I hope it heals soon, whatever it is. Naomi. I can't hold back any longer.
何が
Huh? What now?
ん
What?
そんなことより知り
I just gotta grab that ass. Oh my god.
チェイサ
Chase on.
ーちょっと聖子
Seiko, seriously, calm down, girl. I think you've gone totally mental on me. I just can't help myself. What even was that whole scene? I don't know how I feel about it.
布団あったのに
You know, we do have a spare futon. Don't worry, I'm fine right where I am.
シングルベッドに
Two people sharing a single bed would make for a warm night, but if either of us rolled over, the other was going to wind up clean on the floor.
私が床に布団
I
で寝
offered
る
the
よ
bed
って
to
言ったん
her
だけど
and was perfectly willing to spend the night on a roll-out futon, but she wouldn't have it.
聖子が狭くないならいい
Well, as long as you don't feel too crowded, I guess this is fine.
あったかく
It's all warm and cozy. I love it. If only I could kiss you like this, I'd die a happy woman. Oh my god. Let's be honest here. I think something's up.
口を数字の3みたい
But
に
that
して
she puckered her lips into a shape resembling a 3 and looked at me expectantly. What had gone into her?
うん
No, we'd better not. Happy woman or no, I'd hate to see you die.
嫌だもんうんしまった
Damn, hoisted.
なんだろう。
I was just thinking, this is really fun.
正直
It was around that point when I'd started to realize the truth about Seiko.
多分
After all, if an outsider were to witness her blatant act of harassment and my complete dismissal of it, they'd assume we were more than friends too.
だけど私は
But
も
it's
ちろん
not like I
聖子だ
was
って
actually in love with her.
全
I
然
really
恋愛
didn't
的
feel
な
that
そうい
way
うの
at
じゃ
all.
本当に
I
大好
just
きな
thought
友
of
達と
her
し
as
て
a very dear friend
私たち
and
二人の距
figured
離感っ
this
て
closeness was
これが
pretty
普通なんだ
normal.
よね
That is definitely not normal. Mm-mm. Nope,
だ
not
から
normal.
時々
It
それ
seemed
で誤
natural,
解
in
を
fact,
解く
that
の
our
が
behavior
大
would
変だったり
lead
も
to
す
a
るんだ
third
けど
party misunderstanding every now and again. And I just have to set the record straight.
それはそれで面白いから
Honestly, even when situations like that arose, they were pretty fun in their own strange, silly sort of way.
私ね。
You know, this is the first time I've ever had a friend over.
私も
This is my first sleepover too. Sure beats lying in the bed alone. I'll tell you what.
大丈夫
Oh, you okay? I might have slapped you a little too hard back
腰
there.
の入ったいい
You
バッ
sure
グだっ
did
た
put your
ね
back into it, slugger, but don't worry, I'm just fine.
聖子がほっぺたをさすりなが
Seiko
ら
was rubbing her face lightly where I struck her, but smiling from cheek to cheek.
ごめんね。
Sorry again. Hey, how about I come stay over at your place next time? What do you say? Oh, I say yes, yes. That way I can introduce you to the little ones. You are absolutely welcome anytime.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
窓の外から差し込む月
The
明かり
moonlight
が
crept its way in through my bedroom window, giving the whole room a dreamlike glow. Soon enough, I was
私の
beginning to
中で
nod
ま
off.
た私は今
Where was I? Was I dreaming? No, it was just my room.
いや
I could feel Seiko's warmth next to
で
me.
も実は
Or maybe I was somewhere else entirely,
全然違う
and
と
this
ころ
whole
にいて
world, all of my life's
ずっと経験している
experiences
こ
were
の現
just
実
one
が
big dream.
眠くなると
Man, it's hard to form a coherent thought when you're dead tired. Well, tomorrow's a big day. Let's get some sleep.
だね。
You said it. From a sleepover right into a culture festival. We're true challengers. I can't read on a good day.
寝坊しない
Don't you
でよ
dare oversleep. If you do, I'm pulling you. You're pulling the blankets and putting an ice pack on your stomach.
大丈夫だよ。
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm such an early riser. I put middle-aged women to shame.
よし、行ったね。
I'll hold you to that. Anyway, good night, Seiko.
おやすみ。
Good night. When are we gonna get to some blood and death? I don't like this wholesome shit. I want them all to die. Wow, that was quick.
聖子も疲れてるのか
Seiko
な
must have been exhausted.
気
I
持
could
ちよ
hear
さそうな
calm,
寝息を聞いていたら
telltale grunts and
私も
rhythmic
どんどん
breathing,
眠くなる
signifying that she was out cold, and it was
こ
contagious.
の子びっくり
I
するほ
couldn't
ど
get
体
over
温が
just how much warmth her body was
昨日の夜は
generating.
寒かった
The
けど
previous night was so cold, but this was
湯
perfect.
たんぽだ
She was like a hot water bottle.
あったかい。
So warm.
だね。
Mm-hmm.
起きてた
Whoa,
の
you're awake?
ナオミの声は
I can hear your voice even from the deepest sleep. You've experienced that before during class, remember? Is that some kind of ESP or something? And wait, you were sleeping during class? That's not good.
ねえね
Hey, I have a question.
え将来結婚して
In the future, even after you get married, will you still spend time with me like this? What? Of course I will. Talk about a bolt from the blue.
本当に
Oh, so weirdly worded. For true? For true? For true. I mean, we're friends, you know? Through thick and thin, and we always will be. So it's not just that it can't read, this also has some grammar issues. Okay, that's good. I'll just blame it on the grammar. Thanks.
何
Man, you're really a spaz sometimes, you know that?
聖子がバサッと
Seiko
布団を
yanked the
かぶる
covers up from over her head like some girly anime
友達
heroine.
以上の感情が
If
芽
she
生えた
really
ら
did think of me as more than a friend, how was I supposed to react? Naomi?
ずっと一緒にいようね
Let's always be together.
うん
You bet. Good night,
お
Seiko.
やすみ
Good night. And then she wakes up and she's dead.
私と同じことを
Seiko and I seem to be thinking the same thing. Damn, this looks like a rom-com anime right now. I know! I want them to die! I don't know. This is too wholesome. I need blood, guts, and death. Okay, that's what I need right now.
嬉しい反面
We're both so happy, but there was another side to the coin. There was a certain awkwardness as well. It was a strange sensation.
聖子はやっぱ
Soon
り
enough,
すぐに
Seiko
寝息を
began
立て
moaning
始め
and
る
breathing heavily for
こ
real.
っちを向いて
She had fallen
丸くなって
fast asleep, facing me, curled into a fetal position.
目の前で寝ている
As
聖
I
子の
lay there
頭を
staring at her
じっと見て
head,
い
my
る
hand
と
moved on of its
不意に
own
手が動い
volition and
て
began gently
そ
stroking
の
her
まま
hair.
おかしい
Strangely, it didn't feel
寝かけの
awkward or
テンションのせい
embarrassing
か
at
な
all. Perhaps because I
不
knew
思
she
議な
was
ほど
asleep,
自
it
然
just
に
felt natural.
私は
So you're
そっ
being
と
a
聖子
creep.
の後頭部に
Okay.
手をそのまま
I slid my hand more toward her
お母さんが子供のやるように
back and continued rubbing her head gently like a mother would her
頭
child's.
うんいい頭
What a
の
lovely
形
shape her head was, perfectly round. I just kept stroking her hair, thinking about this and that.
聖子が私の
Suddenly,
胸
she
に顔
clung
をうずめて
to
し
me
が
and
みつい
buried
て
her
くる
face in my chest.
あれ
Was she still half awake?
なんか
What a
変な
strange
絵だけど
scene this was,
今晩だ
but
け
just for tonight, I was willing to let it
よし
slide.
よし
There, good girl, good girl. Why?
今日夕方から雨降るみたいよ
It's supposed to rain all
傘
evening.
持っていきなさい
Evening. Oh my god, why can't I English? So make sure you both take an umbrella with you.
はーい
Got it.
お借りします
Thanks for the loaner.
よーし
Have
元気
fun
に行っておい
today
で
in Shinohara. You should be sure to think
デート
about
の
where
約束考え
where
て
to
おいて
go on that date of yours. Oh my gosh. When are they gonna die? Yes,
誰
mother.
がお母さん
She's not your mother, you know.
びっくりするほど早起き
Seiko
の
had
聖子に
woken
布団をかけられて私はくしゃみをして目を
Seiko
覚ま
had
した
woken up ungodly early and pulled my futon away, forcing me up with a chill and a sneeze. There isn't going to be a lot of screaming tonight, is there? Probably not. Because this is such... It's like Christ said... I can't English! Just like Christ said, it's literally like a rom-com. Why?
髪を
Why
溶か
thank
して
God, I
制
want
服を
blood
着
and
ると
guts. We both combed our hair and put on our school uniforms. They scarfed
私たち二人
then
は
scarfed down the
家を飛び出した
breakfast my mom had made and flew out the house. My head hurts as it is. Oh, okay.
急がないと準備に遅刻しちゃう
If we didn't hurry, we'd be late for setting up.
おーほ
Things are looking pretty grand this year too. Yeah, it's really coming together.
私
But I
準備室か
forgot.
らお椀
I
運
have
ん
to
でく
go
るから
get the bowls from
聖
the
子
prep
先に
room.
教室行っ
Seiko,
といて
you go on ahead to class, will you?
了解
I'll do that. Oh, and I will take your bag for you. Give it here.
ありがとう
Thanks.
文化祭
It was a day of the culture festival, or Kisaragi Fest. Our school has a whole lot of history to it, and this festival had been part of it for ages. I'm having to fast for a medical procedure on Wednesday, and the lack of food is not doing my head or mood any favors. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
中等部から高等部まで
Every student in the junior and senior high alike was busy getting ready for the festivities, which were due to start in 30 minutes.
後で時間があったら
I wonder if I'd have any extra time afterwards to go check out the other classes' projects. Thanks. Yes, no problem.
家庭科準備室に
We
洗って
previously
捨てて
washed
お
the
いた
bowls
お
we
椀
were
を抱え
planning
て
to use and laid them out in the home ec prep room.
2の9
With
へ
those
向か
bowls in hand, I proceeded towards class
いつも
29.
の階段を上り
I climbed the usual staircase and headed toward the usual room, stepping carefully so I wouldn't drop any dishes.
今日私たちのクラスでは
The plan this year was to
お汁粉
host a
屋をや
red
る
bean
ことにな
soup
っていた
restaurant.
教室に近づくと
I could smell the sweet red bean paste more and more clearly with every step I took.
朝ごはんいっぱい
I'd
食べて
eaten
きた
so
のに
much food at breakfast, and here we had even more food rearing its
やっ
head.
ぱり
But
甘
when
い
it
もの
comes
は
to
別腹
sweets,
だよ
I
ね
say bring it on.
おはようみんな
Morning, everyone.
お汁粉屋のお椀って
These
ど
look
れぐら
like
いで
there'll
足り
be
る
enough bowls for today, don't you think?
おはよ
Good morning.
うおはよ
And morning.
so
Yeah,
they
that
gotta
looks
get
like
it.
it'll be plenty.
よ
Hey.
うおはよう岸
Morning Kishinuma. Morning Satoshi. Naomi. Best girl. Satoshi seemed a bit out of sorts. He was just staring blankly. Was he still half asleep? It bothered me to see him like that, but I literally had my hands full, so I really couldn't dwell on it. I pushed on into the classroom. But I couldn't actually see what was in front of my feet. And I have to admit, it was kind of scary. It would be a real challenge not to drop anything. I don't like how she said that. Seiko, stop grabbing my ass. Haven't we already said our good mornings anyway? But how can I resist an opportunity like this? Naomi's hands restricted, unable to fend off my advances. Oh my god, this is... Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Seiko, I don't like it. Stop. Look what you did. Oh my god, cry. And now that's no good. Our table wheel has to be kept clean. Guess we'll just have to go wash it all again. Here, I'll help. Thanks. Sorry for the trouble. And so began the culture festival. All day we wore the clothes Suzumoto prepared for us and served red bean soup to our schoolmates. She had a lot of costuming experience, having worked on that side of things in the drama club for quite some time. She even did the sewing herself, putting all her practice to the test. And the kimonos she prepared for us were all of exceptional quality. So good, in fact, that they became the centerpiece for us, bringing in students from the junior and senior high divisions alike. It made for a busy day. When we weren't attending to customers, we were chasing after the slacker Kishinuma, or taking time to check on some of the other class projects. In the end, not only did we really have a fun day, we also wound up being the most popular classroom in the whole festival. All in all, a rousing success. Ah, I can't read! Finally, the clock struck 6. As our busy day drew to the close, we all stood around talking. We kept saying we should clean up, but that kind of didn't happen. Before we knew it, there were only 7 of us left in the room. The class reps, Seiko, whatever his name is, Kishinuma, Suzumoto, and myself. I can never say his name. Really? Windows? Really? It seemed everyone else had already gone home. Our homeroom teacher, TA, Miss Shishido, showed up with Satoshi's little sister in tow, but they were it. We 9 became the de facto cleanup crew. Finally done. Good work, everyone. The place is looking like a real classroom again. Those dumbasses who went home without helping are sure going to get a piece of my mind tomorrow, though. Not much of a class rep if I can't even hold everyone together long enough to clean up after ourselves. Though you did manage to keep Kishinuma here, surprisingly. Oh, shut up. When is the death gonna happen? Suzumoto, I just wanted to say it's been really fun having you here these last few months. I can't tell you how many times your positive energy helped bolster my spirits. Always remember that you're loved and respected. We may not have said much to that effect, but we've all been watching you blossom here. And I lent a hand where I could and did my best to help guide you. But ultimately, you walked your own path and have become a fine young woman. I can't English. Miss Yui. It takes a special person to achieve what you've done without even realizing it. It's always been an honor to serve you as a homeroom TA. I wish you all the best at your new school. Thank you. Unfortunately, this teary farewell brought us all back to reality. During the holidays following the culture festival, Suzumoto has been transferred.
今日が実質
It
最
was
後の
supposed to be her
登校日
last
だから
day at Kisaragi Academy High School.
みんな鈴本
Everyone
さん
here
のことは
loved her,
大
so
好きだ
this
っ
was
た
a sad occasion indeed.
本当に裏表の
She
ない
was truly a
優しい
kind
子で
person, possessing no ulterior motives and harboring no ill will toward anyone.
寂し
The
くて
thought of
た
her
まらな
leaving
かった
was just plain depressing.
時間も遅くなり
But time waits for no one, and sadly, the time had come to say our goodbyes.
階段好きの委員長が
As one final
幸せ
hurrah,
の幸子さん
our
っていうおま
occult-obsessed
じないを
class
出
rep
してきた
asked
ん
us
だ
to perform some friendship ritual called Sachiko Ever After. And this is where it all went wrong.
彼女は
Upon mentioning it, she
紙でできた
produced
人
a
型
paper
の
doll
形
from
を
her
ど
bag.
こかの神社で
It
見たこ
looked a
とがあ
lot
る
like those proxy dolls you'll sometimes see in the Shinto shrines, designed to absorb bad karma in somebody's
ビジュア
place.
ル的に
Visually,
呪い
this
の
whole
儀式
thing
みた
just
いで
seemed like
な
a
んだか怖い
set up for a cursed
私
seance or
以外のみんな
something.
も
It
ぎょっ
was
と
kind
して
of
た
scary, and I wasn't the only one who thought so.
ネットに載っ
This
てたお
is,
まじ
well,
ないなん
it's
だ
a
け
charm
ど
that I found on the internet.
これをするとね
If we do it right, then all of us will be
ずーっと
together
一緒につなが
forever.
永遠に友達でい
Or
られ
we'll
るんだ
always
って
be friends anyway, that's the gist of it. Or we'll die together.
ほう
Interesting.
どうやるの
So how does it work?
ダメだこれはダメ
No,
だ
don't do this.
みんな危険だ
Seriously, don't do this. It's dangerous. Our lives are on the
命に
line.
関わるさあトシ
Satoshi.
命とは
Don't
ま
you
た
think
大げ
that's
さだ
going
な
a bit overboard?
あれあれ
What the heck, Seiko?
違う冗
Look,
談じゃ
I'm
ないん
not
だよみん
joking.
な
I'm dead serious
怖が
here.
りのサトシが
Satoshi had always been easily spooked, and in true form, he was pleading for his life that we stop what we were doing. It didn't sound that scary, though.
大丈夫よ
But don't worry,
もち
Mochida. This isn't my usual creepy fare.
お前がそんなに意地
You
があ
gotta
るのも
say,
珍
it's rare to
しい
see
な
you get this worked up.
怖がるサトシをよそ
In
に
the end, 8 of us
みんなの
proceeded with the
おまじないが
ritual
進行して
as
いく
planned, while Satoshi
彼
sat
一人
sat
目に
it
涙
out
を浮
off
かべ
to the
て
side,
それを
tears in
見
his
てなんだ
eyes.
かかわいそう
I
に
kind
な
of
って
felt bad for him.
でも鈴
But
本
this
さんの
was
た
for
めのおまじないだ
Suzumoto.
し
We all wanted to give her the best possible send off. So all I could really do was silently wonder what had gotten into him.
頼むやめてく
Please,
れ
I'm begging you, stop
これはやっちゃ
this.
いけないことな
Don't
んだ
go
よ
through with it.
どう
I
して
want
分かって
anyone
くれないん
listen
だ
to me.
あれ
He's really serious, like as serious as I've ever seen him. What is it,
サト
Satoshi?
シ
What
何
is it that has you so
何が言い
worried?
たいの
同じ日が繰り返されている
It's a time loop.
Lenny,
This has
わかるんだ。
happened before. All of this. I
この先
remember
大変な
it.
ことが起こる
And what's coming next is worse than you can possibly imagine. Sorry,
もう
but
終わるから
I'm through trying to convince you. Just be a good boy and wait for us to finish, okay?
繰り返し
A
て
time loop? Is he experiencing deja vu like me?
騎士官って
Is some new destiny being born inside him, like the class rep had said
そ
before?
ういえば
Come to think of it, this does feel a little familiar. This room, this atmosphere, this charm.
このおまじないの紙の
I
上を掴みながら
obediently dug my nails into the paper
自分
doll,
の記憶
but
を
all the
遡
while
って
I was frantically foraging through my memories, trying to figure out what I was missing.
じゃあみんな
We're going to pull on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? On the count of 3. Oh, thanks for the raid, Lee. Oh my goodness. Hi guys, welcome raiders. We're playing Corpse Party Book of Shadows, and I'm waiting for people to die. It's been too wholesome so far. Anime gasp.
青ざめた顔をして
With pallid face, Satoshi quickly rushed over and grabbed the paper doll himself. He was joining after all it. Oh, thank you for the follow, Jewel. Welcome to the Rice Ball Army. Hey Rice, thank you so much for cheering me up today. It's not a problem. And hi Scarf. She said my name. Yes, I said your name.
ようやく意地を張るのに
Everyone else smiled at him as if to say, finally, you've come to your senses. But I was just starting to get a really bad feeling about this. Did you get all the endings of chapter 5? No, I didn't. There was too many and they were so hard to do. My name is said too. Yes, nameless scarf. Welcome everybody. Yes, welcome. If I had hand trackers, you would see me waving at you. Pog corpse party. Like coming back to the roots I see. Yes.
行くよ
Ready? 1, 2. No. Oh no. As soon as I reached the hallway, I fell to my knees with a thud. Dun dun dun. Which ending did you get, Rice, in chapter 5? I got the true ending, believe it or not. The one of the quote unquote good ones. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. I only got that one and then
真っ黒だったけど
oh jeez, what was the other one that I got? I don't remember what the other one was. Oh, I got the one where what's her face? Ayumi kind of went psycho. That was my first run through of chapter 5. I got that one where Ayumi kind of went psycho and then killed Naomi. Yeah. That one was kind of weird to read. Oh, the worst ending. Yeah, that was the first try, and then the second try I got the good one. No. What was that? A person? It was pitch black, but I swear it was shaped like a
パ
person.
ニックになる私の目の前で
The school infirmary door hung open near me, and in my panic state, I swore I'd seen a black, shadowy figure within it.
殺してやる
Is someone gonna die? Time to murder everyone. Oh, thank you for the image. I didn't want to see this. Yes. Okay, can you stop throwing up? My mind had been completely overtaken with fear. What was that?
何が起こってたの
What just happened? That dark, misty entity came toward me and entered my body from every orifice. It came through my ears, through my mouth.
喉の奥に太いものが詰まって
I
て
felt an enormous lump in my throat, blocking the flow of air into my lungs and momentarily teetering me on the brink of unconsciousness.
私は
I
今
was almost
襲いかけ
killed.
たんだ胸の奥に大事
Legit.
にしまっている命
It felt as if
まる
a
で
cold hand reached into my body and grabbed hold of my life's energy, turning all of my internal organs inside
全ての
out and
器
leaving
官
me
が
for
ひっくり
dead.
返ったように乱れていた
First ending? Oh boy. Yes.
胃がおかしい
My
腸がお
stomach
か
was
しい
churning, my bowels were on fire, and my legs were all twisted around themselves. Can pressure alone
こんな
disrupt
に
the
も
human
体
body
が
this
狂うの
much?
か喉に残る自
The
分の
odor
胃
and
液の
flavor
味
of my
と
own
に
gastric juices was so annoying.
再び
Why
吐
would
き
you
そうに
why
なる
would
の
you say it that in that
必死でこら
why?
えていた
I felt like I was going to throw up again, but I held it in. This is the aftershock of the Alright, for context, major spoiler for chapter 5 of the first game. If you fail the charm to get back, Satoshi gets back into his house. He remembers all of what happens in Heavenly Host Elementary, but no one else does. He realizes it's a loop, and he tries to stop the ritual, but fails. Basically, chapter 1 of Book of Shadows up until now. Ah, like an earthquake. Yes, like an earthquake. I remember this. This place, these circumstances. I've been here before. I know I have.
覚えがある幸せの幸子さんを
After performing the Sachiko Ever After ritual, there was a hellish noise, then a huge hole appeared in the floor, and then I was here in the school.
古びた廃校舎の中にいた
The raid messages.
サトシやシシド先生
There was no sign of Satoshi or Miss Shishido or the class rep or anyone else. Only Seiko was here near me, collapsed in a heap on the floor.
聖子と私は
Seiko and I explored the decaying building as best we could, but there was no way out. Not a single window or outer door could be moved or even broken. Got it, boss. Just as our last shreds of hope had begun to vanish, we suddenly heard Satoshi's little sister Yuka cry out from somewhere just out of sight. I'd sprained my ankle pretty badly and couldn't walk very well, so Seiko went off alone to try to find her while I rested up in the infirmary. Bum, bum, bum. And that's when the dark shadowy figure showed up and began attacking. I was scared, so scared, so scared, so scared, so very scared. My teeth were chattering and my lips were quivering as if they'd had a mind of their own. Why would she leave me alone like that? I told her I'd go with her to look for Yuka. So why? Why did she leave me behind? Was I going to slow her down? Was I going to get in her way? Dun dun dun. What happened? Are you okay? Seiko. What? Oh my god, are you alright? I'm so sorry I left you by yourself. Just seeing Seiko's face quelled my shivers. Whenever she's around, I feel so at ease, and at that moment, I just wanted to cling onto her and cry my eyes out. Anyways, Rice, I'm gonna get some rest. The second vaccine is it's kicking in really bad right now. Oof, I feel ya. Rest up, okay? And I hope you feel better tomorrow. Have a good stream and see you later. Thanks again, man. It really meant a lot. Yeah, no problem, Lee. I'm always here for you. I'm always here. Thank you for the raid. Good night. Or good morning. Time zones are weird. I should have just done it, but instead... Just leave me alone. Do you have any idea how scared I was? I'm sorry, Naomi. Come on, let's try to find a way out of here together. What's the point? Just forget about it. Leave it alone. We're never getting out of here. Maybe it was the safety of Seiko's presence that did it, but all the fear welling up within me suddenly turned to anger. I was like a spoiled child. Nothing good could come of lashing out like this. Seiko didn't do anything wrong. I knew that, but I couldn't stop myself from saying what I said. She was genuinely concerned about me, and I'd sworn to myself that I'd protect her, but my sense of reason was fighting a losing battle. You realize we've gone missing, right? How do you think my mother's going to feel? She's going to be worried sick about me. There's nothing I can do. Naomi, please don't say things like that. It's going to be alright. Like hell it is. She's going to keep searching for me until the day I finally come home. And she has work, you know, the whole situation. It's not right. As long as I'm here, I'm nothing but a nuisance to her. I'm a terrible daughter. And we're just going to die here anyway, so all that time she spends looking for me will be wasted. By this time, my mind had been completely overtaken. I wasn't myself anymore. I was running on autopilot, horrified by the words coming from my mouth. Well, today will be F for me? Huh? No, I know how this ends. You're wrong. Families aren't like that. It won't be a nuisance. It won't be a burden, and you're not terrible. I don't know exactly how to say this, but when there are loved ones involved, you'll do anything for them. There it was again, deja vu. Everything was falling into place. I knew what was going to happen. I knew what fate had in store if we continued down this road. But I guess I can see where you're coming from. Your mother is a really kind person. The last thing you'd want to do is worry her. That's why we need to make sure that doesn't happen, right, Naomi? We need to get home. I don't know how it is for you and your family, but normal people don't work that way. No, it's happening. I'll be grumpy and moody because of lack of sleep. IDK, what I might say. I feel that.
聖子が首を
Seiko's going to get hanged. She's going to die. Or do. It's okay, Anna. It's understandable.
謝んなきゃ
I have to apologize. No. I don't want you, of all people, to speak to me like that. Please, Naomi. Tell me that's not how you really feel. Seiko. Apologize.
このままじゃいけない
If I didn't say something to calm her down, Seiko would run off, and I knew she couldn't be by herself right now. So I pulled myself together and tried apologizing to her, but the words,
聖子
Seiko, I'm sorry. So, well, my parents did think I was sleeping. I feel that too. The words wouldn't come. As soon as I tried to form them, something caught itself in my throat. I found myself unable to breathe and doubled over in a fit.
ナオミ大丈夫
Naomi, are you okay? I'm sorry, Naomi. If I'm bothering you, I'll go. I hate to leave your side, but if that's what you want, I won't argue.
聖子待ってよ
Wait! You're gonna die! Seiko ran off into the distance, with her figure growing smaller and darker until it vanished altogether. I knew I'd made an awful, irreversible mistake. That sense of dread I'd felt moments before had come back full force. I could sense a malevolence within me, an outside hand that made me lash out at Seiko. I felt like something was in my mouth. I had no idea what, but there was definitely something in there. I stuck my finger in and tried to dig it out. My finger found something and I pulled it, and out from my throat came large clumps of long black hair. Ew! 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 And I just kept pulling and pulling. I couldn't believe how much there was. Their strands stretched all the way from my stomach through my esophagus and into my hands. And even then, there was still more to pull. Ugh. Ew, this is disgusting. Hello, Sour Patch Lolly. Welcome to the stream. Hairball. Yes, hairball indeed. The motion was unnatural and was creating a repulsive, sickening sensation along my tonsils. I felt like I was going to throw up again. I don't need the noises, okay? Where the hell did all this hair come from? Was this all stuck in my throat? It was only a faint notion before, but now I was certain. I was remembering some future event. I didn't know why or how, but I was repeating time. Am I just not allowed to apologize? I could feel a dark will guiding me. Someone or something wanted Seiko to be killed in this timeline as well. They don't want her to apologize to Seiko. They need her to die still. Yeah, it makes sense. But I wasn't going to let it happen. Not without a fight. Sad face. Yes, sad face indeed. I have to go after her. I have to apologize. I can't leave her alone like this. I ran as quickly as I could in the direction Seiko had gone, but then... The fierce earthquake began shaking the building. It was so violent I couldn't even stay standing. I crouched along the ground, waiting for it to pass. Everything was moving, and there were sounds of objects cracking and breaking all around me. Glass was shattering, ceiling tiles were raining down upon me. I was so scared for my life. So scared, so very, very afraid. I like your voice, it's very calming. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. My goodness, watch me get flustered. I was certain I was going to die. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sour Patch. Welcome to the Rice Ball Army. Maybe a big chunk of ceiling would fall on me, or the floor would open up at my feet and swallow me whole. I kept wondering how it was going to end. Was I going to be crushed? How badly would it hurt? How long would it go on before I finally died? My head was swimming with all kinds of worst-case scenarios, while my body just remained motionless on the ground. I'd never felt so helpless before. I didn't even care anymore. I'd take any release I could get, just make it stop. But there was no release for me. All I could do was curl up into a ball and pray. Ba-da-da. Did we die? Did we die? Guess not. Sadly, we didn't die. I wonder how much time had passed. It could have been only a moment, a few minutes, or even a few hours, for all I knew, but it did finally end, and the dark corridors were silent once more. I gradually loosened my stiff body, uncurling from the floor. Blotches of dust and wood chips fell from my hair. Some of the finer debris had gotten into my clothing and was crunching around like sand with my every movement. It was not pleasant. Doesn't sound like it. I brushed myself off as best as I could, and I slowly rose to my feet, slapping my skirt in vain to clear away any excess dust and dirt. The particles in the air were like a white smoke billowing through the pitch-black hallway. It took me a moment to get my bearings. Once I finally did, though, I almost wished I hadn't. The sight before my eyes instantly washed away what little hope I may have had. What? The earthquake had completely caved in the part of the floor. It was no longer possible to continue down this hall, no longer possible to trail Seiko. If I had been cowering from the earthquake only a few feet ahead, I'd be dead for sure, swallowed up into whatever hell lay down there. I knelt down by the edge of the hole and peered within. It was too dark to tell for sure, but if what I thought I saw was correct, then what did you do to my voice? Hang on, who changed, what happened? Cry. Why'd you turn vibrato on? To make matters worse, it seemed like the floor directly below had fallen out as well, huh? I can see who changed my voice. Was your favorite character in the game? I would have to say Mochita. What happened? You know what happened. You paid 50 bits for vibrato. Why'd you do why do you do this? To make matters worse, it seemed like the floor directly below had fallen out as well. I'd say Satoshi though. Satoshi and Yuka. Beautiful. Why do you sound like a robot? Because Cry paid 50 bits to turn on a voice mod. I don't know what you're talking about. You're acting innocent, but I can see who bought what. Okay? Why you do this to me? You always do this when I'm playing Corpse Party. I didn't dare consider just how deep this pit might go. All I knew was I couldn't risk falling into it. Shivering in terror, I pulled myself up. Because it's funny. I know it's funny. What do I do? Can I get around it? I have to hurry. It will use the forbidden voice soon. No, you will not! Don't use Kong. No. I definitely had to hurry. If I didn't, Seiko would commit suicide. But there was still time. I was determined not to let it happen, no matter what. I was going to save her. I was going to change her horrible fate. Yes, Kong. No! Not allowed. There's a reason it's 1,000 bits. I don't want Kong to happen. Good luck, Naomi. Yes, she needs it. What is this? Nani? How? What the heck? Why is this so different? Okay, are you planning on playing Blood Drive after you finish Book of Shadows? Yes, I am. Told you different mechanics. I don't like different mechanics. Oh, what just happened? I don't like this. I guess we'll go all the way over there. This is so weird. I can't with the voice. Just wait until Cry gets Kong because you won't understand me. Ooh. There was a mess of blood and ink trails on the wall, as if someone were launched from across the corridor at tremendous speeds and splattered on impact. The smell was positively vile. Seiko had commented on it before, but it was really hitting me now. Every breath I took was triggering my gag reflex.
Rice has smooth brain sometimes, but it's okay because content low.
Oh wow, Cry! I feel wow. Oh, OMG, is that Mayu? Yes, it is. Cry, how could you? Why? You hurt my feelings. It was all I could do not to vomit again. Why you do this? I just wanna let me go to the let me go all the way over there. Did someone say Ara Ara? Don't you fucking dare. As I wandered through the darkened corridors, every hair on my body was standing at attention. I had goosebumps from head to toe. It felt like a fog of uneasiness was swirling around me with each step I took. Motherfucker! Why do you do this? Why do you do this to me? Okay, let me take a sip of my Tang before I do Ara Ara. Why do you do this? We haven't done this in a while, actually. Why do you do this to me? I had this anxiety happen for a long time. Wait. You're gonna say it? Yeah, he paid. Ah, fuck. Why you do this? Fuck, I haven't done it in a while. Rice, just so you know, I have 23,000. Oh my god, don't you dare buy more. Ara Ara? I can't do it anymore. How dare you? I said it. I give up. I have up. It's been a while. Do it, coward! No. Wow, SMH. Anna, no. Okay. No. And that fog was growing thicker and thicker to such an extent that I began fearing the darkness might swallow me whole and I'd cease to exist. I could feel my sanity slipping away. I didn't know how much longer I could hold it out, and I was starting to lose my patience. See, I can't English now. Ara. Fuck you. I just wanted to get it over with. Fear was like a slime covering my entire being. Was that so hard? It really was. I had to put a lot of effort into it. No matter how much I wiped, I was only squishing it around. It wouldn't come off. It was stuck fast. So cute. Dude, no, don't compliment. No compliments. Oh. So, ooh, next? No! I walked around aimlessly calling out Seiko's name. By doing so, I think I was able to dull my senses and just barely maintain my grip on reality. Seiko, where are you? Please answer me. I wasn't thinking straight. I want to apologize. Up ahead, I swore I saw light glinting off to something. It looked for a moment like a web of sinewy strings stretched all across the hall. God, I can't read. I slowly crept forward until I could confirm that they were in fact strands of wire. Gently, I reached out a finger and touched the closest one. I see a piano wire in her future. Yes! Just watch her get sliced. Yow! I pulled my hand away, looked down at it. There was now a very fine, clean slice right on the tip of my finger. Tiny red beads were beginning to form. Those beads just kept getting bigger and bigger. I watched, eventually swelling into one another and forming a single drop of blood. Ouch, does piano wire actually hurt that much? I don't know. Let's buy some piano wire and test it out, shall we? And that drop quickly became too heavy for its perch, and it began wending its way down my hand toward my wrist. Yes, it does. Oof. Oof. Piano wire? No, it's a little different. It can cut really easily. Oof. I couldn't believe it had cut so deeply from just that faint touch. Had it been sharpened? It really stung. If I hadn't noticed those wires strung up across the hall and just kept walking, I shouldn't think of what might have happened. But can you decapitate someone with piano wire? It seems a little far-fetched. The worst is when the wire snaps when you're fixing the insides. Oof. I mean, if it's going at a certain speed and you get like right between the vertebrae, I think you could do it. I think you could do it. Well, I mean, you can. Death not from malevolent spirits, but from a mere booby trap. Who could have done this? That's what the mob uses. How do you know that? Are you part of the mob cry? There was definitely a planned malice behind it. I could sense an ill will in the air and began to tremble. Was someone watching me even at that very moment? Shh. Thanks for the info. Might use it. Oh, okay. Pretend we didn't see that. We're not witnesses to whatever Sour Patch is gonna do. Do the uwu. But why uwu? Tony Ravioli wants to talk now. Was someone just waiting for me to fall into their trap and die so they could gloat about it? Is someone there? Hey! It was like an unconscious shout. I couldn't control myself. I was scared, and whoever did this was heartless. I couldn't just let it go. Stop this, please. You're scaring me. Don't do these awful things to people. Anna the Strat, remember? No, I'm gonna, no. Don't you dare. I will, no. You guys cannot do that no more. Not allowed. Not allowed. No. Where is it? How could you? I'm kidding. Wow, the start. We won't do it anymore. You better not. Hey, I was at 33k. I can't read. Yeah, how am I supposed to know that? A bevy of negative emotions began swimming through my head. I suddenly realized I was crying. How? I always had more than you. Oof. And I knew that this corridor with its web of razor-sharp piano wire was effectively impassable, at least for the moment. I needed to find some way to cut these wires, or some means of disabling the trap at any rate. Ooh, I didn't know that. I decided to go back the way I came and search for the rest of the school for answers. Okay, I guess we're not gonna go save Seigo right away. Because you're a coward of piano wires. Let's see. Whoa, what did I do there? So I guess I can't go that way. The door to classroom 3A is frozen in place as if it's been opened. It's just a decoration on the wall. It can't be opened. Okay. Ah! I don't... Stop it! How do... There we go. Ah, I hit the wrong hole! No, go there. No, go to 2A! Stop it! No! I don't like these mechanics! Oh my gosh. I wanted to go to 2A. Why are these mechanics like this? I don't like it. I hate this. Why is this so weird? Anything? I don't like this. The following words were scrawled out on the blackboard. Your friend is a traitor. You're going to be killed. Run. Did you find Seiko? Not yet. This shouldn't have been there. It was on the board when I first got here with Seiko. Somebody had to have written it recently, but why? To create a rift in our friendship? Toot. Oh god. I don't even have Toot. Oh, where is it? It's right behind me. Ah! You're just redeeming everything today, Cry. I have to set it up. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Toot. Okay. Getting the Toot ready. Can we get a Toot? Okay. I'm getting you your Toot. You ready for your Toot? Toot. There's your Toot. Watch my character go all over the place now. I didn't know if it was a person or a ghost who did this, but whoever it was a terrible thing to do. This was all reality starting to get to me. What's wrong? Did you not like the Toot? Is somebody in here? Stop harassing me, whoever you are. I can't take this anymore. I just can't. Dun dun dun. Cries, stop. I didn't even know whom I was angry with, but make no sense. I was seething. I was probably really close to my breaking point. I ran out of the room, never even pausing to wipe the tears from my eyes. Why are you spamming chat? That's what. Okay. I guess that's all to look at. Where was the bathroom again? I think it was on the next floor up. I don't remember. Well, I guess I will be quiet then. No, I was joking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, how do I do this? She's in the bathroom, isn't she? So it's not down here. Or not up here. Why did they change the mechanics? I hate this. Okay, could you load fast? Do you like the more visual novel style of the game compared to the first? Or do you like the RPG more? I like the RPG more. There's a large hole on the floor, too big to jump across. Getting to the other side won't be possible from here. Okay, guess not. Okay, let's go to 1C, I guess. Because let's just forget about Seiko. The first one has a lot of reading compared to the first. Yes, this one has a lot of reading. I prefer having to walk around than doing whatever these mechanics are. I really hate this so far. As soon as I entered the room, I had a bad feeling about it. The silence was almost deafening. There wasn't a single sound to be heard. This room alone felt very different from any other. I ate a student today. I was hungry, so I had to. Yes, try to justify that, I guess. Plus, we played rock, paper, scissors, and I lost. My dog's barking. Like, oh my god. This dog. I thought I'd lose to an adult, but I didn't. Oh yes, I too casually eat a student. Bean Cumboy. Let me call him. He's not coming. He's barking. Let's see. Let's look at the dead bodies. There are 2 skeletal remains here, both of them mostly whitened at this point. They seem to have died huddled up one against another. Both are female and look to be around junior and senior high school age. There's a school name tag attached to the remains of this one's uniform. He's scared of corpse party. He's in the living room. I don't know why. He's usually in here with me. Okay, let's look at this body. There are 2 skeletal remains. We already read this. Both are female. We read that. There's a name tag attached to this one's uniform. It's a child's crayon drawing, very vibrant and colorful. The subject's mouth is open and she seems to be eating a watermelon, I guess? Perhaps? I don't see where you get watermelon. It's full of dirty tissues. It kind of turns the stomach. Best not to look any closer. Best just to walk away. Do you pay attention to your darkening meter? I don't know how important it is to look at. I didn't even know there was a darkening meter. Oh! I didn't notice. I didn't notice it. Okay, let's go to 1B. Gosh, I really don't. Stop. Where am I going? 1B, I guess. What's that light? There weren't any lights on. The whole school was bathed in darkness. Yet in this lone room, a small circle of light just kept blinking on and off. It seemed almost as if it would turn on whenever I looked at it, or turn off whenever I looked away. Or maybe it was just my imagination. The more you look at corpses, body tags, or be in dangerous rooms, it'll rise, and if it fills up completely, it's game over. Oh, I didn't know that! Why is it? No! Oh no. You don't have to be too cautious, just try not to stay in the same room for too long. Oh, okay. But it seems possible that someone could be trying to get my attention. Is anybody in here? No response. I began to get more and more creeped out with every passing second. At first, I thought maybe someone was watching me, but now I was almost certain of it. Can we get the flashlight, though? As I got closer to the source of the light, the blinking stopped, and the light was now fully on. Let me take it. I want it. Give me the flashlight. I want it. A flashlight, and it's on. I wondered if this was the source of the blinking light. It did turn steady when I got near the thing, but that just left me with more questions. I'll let you focus from now on so it's avoided. Okay. Take it. I'm a thief. Maybe it was just low on batteries and that's why it kept going on and off. That's what I told myself as I picked up the discarded flashlight. Nothing seemed particularly odd about it. It was just your regular run-of-the-mill flashlight, and it really did seem to be low on batteries. I'd have to make sure to use it sparingly so as not to waste the little energy it had left. Okay. I mean, besides all the things to read. Let's go to 1A, I guess. There's more piano wire. There was yet another piece of piano wire in this room, seemingly razor sharp like the others, but only one. I could avoid it easily with some care.
奥に進めるみたい。何これ。
What is this
教室
thing?
の隅
In
に
the corner of the
レバーの
room
ついた
sat an
古い
antique
装置が置いてある。
mechanical device with a lever attached to it.
糸巻きのような大
It
小の輪が
prominently
ついてい
featured
て
two wheels with the
そこから
spools of translucent
ピンと張られ
wire
た
cord
透明な
around
線
them
が
and projected
教
out
室
toward
の
the
天井
ceiling
の
in a
隅に
perfect
貼
tight
られてい
line.
るよ。これが
Could this
も
be
し
the
かして
source of the booby
外の
trap? I pulled the
窓の
lever.
装置。
Who the fuck is setting up all this piano wire? This ain't a music room. That is true.
And his name is John C.
Doo, 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 doo. That's a pretty big lever. I wonder if it'll even move.
古びたレバーは
The
錆び
machine
つ
was
いていて
old and the
簡単に
lever
動
was
いてくれ
rusted,
ない。
so it wasn't going to give
少
without a
しガ
fight.
チャガチャ
I
遊
could
びたいか
rattle it
ら
a little though,
きっと
so I figured I
動
had a
く構造
chance. Good use of bits. Yes. I did it.
あれ
Huh? It's gone. The piano wire, it's gone.
さっきここに
Does that mean it's
光る線
gone in the
あったよね。
hallway? Cry likes using his bits a lot. Especially they changed the voice mod. Help me, please. Somebody help me. Okay, well... What? Who? I have hella bits.
3年 A 組の中島さん。3年 A 組の中島さん。
Huh?
大至急クラスへ戻ってください。
Damn. Yes.
私
Who, me?
次は
You're
あ
next.
なたです
何よそれ。
What the hell does that mean? Let's not listen to what this person says. Because the piano wires are gone. I don't care if I die. While OMG, this game is manifesting Naomi's death, she's gonna get eaten alive. Ooh. It's some sort of mechanism with a lever attached to it. Pull the lever? Of course. Phew.
変な装置。
What a strange contraption.
Yukai
Pulling the
Tawamori
lever
Kokudo.
made a retractable
消えてい
floorboard
た
extend
光る線
outward
が
over the
元に
hole,
戻ってる。
but also restrung all the piano wire. Pull the leather, Kronk! Wrong lever!
触れないように気
I
を
had to
つ
be
けないと。
careful not to touch any of it. If I even slightly brushed up against a single strand. Okay, I guess we'll... Ah!
ここにも
Piano wire.
光る線。
Another one?
階段出口に
Oh,
切
another
断
one.
線だなんて。
Right at the base of the staircase, no less. What a sadistic place to put it. How the fuck an old ass school gonna have a lever for a singular board? That is true. It should be possible to use the stairs, but that piano wire is razor sharp. Best to go slow and take care to not forget about it later on. Wait, you can make a F-boy face for the model. Yes, I can, but I am very bad at doing stuff like that. Watch me cut myself. Let's save her! Is she not in here? Shaky faded lettering could just barely be made out on the old flyer. Put it in your mind. Don't worry. Eat, laugh, go nuts. Let the darkness in. Save best girl. Suddenly I felt a sickness in the pit of my stomach. It was almost unbearable. I felt like I was forgetting something absolutely crucial. Something I was consciously trying to forget but absolutely had to remember no matter what. I can't click on the bathroom stuff. Can I go forward? I know she's in here. I see nothing to look at. I'm upset. The bucket. I know, but like, there's nothing in here. Where's the bucket? Let me get the bucket first. I think, not sure. It's an old rusty bucket full of maggots. Best to keep your distance. No, take it! Oh, okay. I don't... Where am I supposed to go then? In the first game, she was in the bathroom. Is she in the boys' bathroom now? The boys' room is completely boarded up. It won't be possible to get inside. You could rip a few boards off. You're not a total wimp. Like, come on. Oh my gosh, where is she then? What the heck? Where is she? Nani? What the heck? The board should be sturdy enough to get you across to the other side, where some sort of mechanism conspicuously awaits. Okay. Let me cross. Ah. Are you sure you can't interact with the bathroom at all? I literally cannot. The only thing I could interact with was the paper. Like, I mean, I could go back, but... God, I hate the mechanics of this. Let's go to the girls' room again. Goodness gracious. Like, I don't like the mechanics. I want to run around again. Like, there's nothing besides the paper on the wall that's setting this thing off. What if the lever make Naomi fall down? Oof. It feels like this takes longer than walking around in the RPG. Yeah, because you have to physically look around. Goodness gracious. Where the heck is she then? That's where she was supposed to be. That's where she hung herself in the first game. I guess we could go... Wait, there's a hole in the way. There's a hole in the way. Never mind. Plus you have to click everywhere. That is very true. Yes, pull it. Then they have to show the cutscene of every room you're walking into. Imagine the room you want to go to across the school. That is true. I feel like this is going to be a long playthrough. Phew. Just as I thought, the device controlled both the floorboard and the wire trap. It was both, or it was neither. How cruel to make a person choose. Like, I don't know where to go. Gosh, this is very tedious. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, can't go this way. Let's go to the nurse's office, I guess. Might as well. I don't like this place. The infirmary was where I had been attacked. I didn't want to stay in any longer than I had to. The horrible sensation of my body being overcome by that hair-like mist was something I never hoped to experience again as long as I lived. Okay, well, I'm gonna explore. All things considered, there's surprisingly little dust on these beds. There's nothing under them, is there? Bum bum bum! Did you hear that there's an owl in chat? You can't get me with that. No, there isn't. Good. There's a pair of scissors on one of the shelves. Its blades are stained with blood. Take the scissors! You'll need them to cut Naomi down when she hangs herself. Proper procedure of dissection. First and foremost, you must ensure that both arms and both legs are firmly pinned down, such that the object is completely unable to move. Next, make a clean incision across the stomach and carefully peel the skin on both sides, exposing the subject's innards. Use pins to keep them open. Knock, knock. I thought those scissors could be used to cut down the piano wires. I thought so too. Like, out of all the things she grabbed, she just grabbed the flashlight, but not the scissors. Let's keep the board lever up. That's a smart thing to do. The paper was cracked and warped in various spots, and the picture itself was in black and white. Clearly, this was not a recent photograph. It was just a simple shot of a man looking directly at the camera. It had a formal air to it, as if it were used to an arranged marriage interview. I wonder who this is. Was he the man who worked at this desk, or a family member maybe? Okay. There are a large number of bottles lined up on the shelf here. Each one of them seems to be packed tightly with small chunks of unidentifiable meat, and the smell suggests they've been there for quite a while. Ugh, Sachiko's dad. Honestly, though. Stop. Stop it. Anything else that I can look at? Besides the furnace? Space heater, but it's so full of ash it'll probably never light again. Okay, there's nothing in here. Okay, time to leave. Let's try going into the lab. I guess. The door to the science lab is frozen in place as if it's just a decoration on the wall. It can't be opened. Thanks for nothing then. Maybe go back to the room where the wire lever and take it down and keep the one board up. I mean, I can try. We can see if that works. Room A. Please return to class. Immediate. Nakashima, grade 3, room A. Please return to class immediately. Don't tell me what to do! Voice in my head. Oh, that is true. That is true. Just stop it. Please, you got the wrong person. Was it in this room? Or was it in the 1A? I don't remember. Nope, it wasn't this room. It was this one. One of these over here. Gosh, this is so tedious. Let's see. Yeah, it's over here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Pull the lever. Pull it. The telltale glint of the piano wire became visible once more. Okay, now we go back over here. Why is she telling me where to go? And I can't skip it either. Now we take 20-second trip back to the plank. Yes. It just opened on its own. Oh. Come on in. What? Oh no. Come on in. Nani? Why is there so much blood? Some unknown force lifted me off my feet and pulled me into the classroom. It was so dark in there that I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Oh hell no, I know, right? I'm glad you've come. Oh no. No, no, let me move. There's no time to lose. The examination is about to begin. Please remove your jacket. Are you gonna look at my boobs? I think your darkening might be high because you've been wandering a lot. Oh no. Rip. That's a good girl. Now lie down on the bed. Is he gonna look at my boobies? I don't want him to look at my boobies. Not sure what else to do. I pulled out the flashlight and pointed it in the direction of the creepy voice. Nani? Am I supposed Watch me die. I died. That guy is scary, I know, right? What the hell was that? Gosh. Period. You exercised him. You're a professional. Oh, so I can't get to it now. Dun dun dun! Okay. Can I go in this hallway? We're just gonna keep getting darkening. What? Yeah, the wires were still up. Yeah. I'm so confused. I know. So am I. Oh no, I'm at 46. Let's go to reference room, I guess. I'm so confused. Same here. The door to the reference room is frozen in place, as if it's just a decoration on the wall. It can't be opened. There's a body. It's a decomposing body. The smell is ghastly. Judging by the height and uniform, this was probably a male senior high student. Name tag. Okay, is there anything else down this hallway? No? Nothing important? We're just gonna lose. We're gonna die. Maybe take down the wires again? Okay. Maybe you just needed that cutscene. That is true. That is true. Of the spirit, yes. Of the pervert old man. Wanting to examine my body in a dark, dark room. You know what, Cry? Fight me. Yes, pull it. Fight me. You know I will. That was perfect. I know, right? The glinting wire once again vanished from sight. Okay. Oh my gosh, these cutscenes are killing me. Bringing on 4'5" ass. I'm not 4'5". We both know this. Let me look down. Ew. It's some sort of mechanism with a wire lever attached to it. Pull the lever. Yes. Ew, yes. Phew. Maybe now her body is hanging from the noose. Oh my gosh. Literally all I've been doing is walking back and forth. I feel like I've accomplished nothing. Ah, finally. No matter how much I wandered, I just couldn't seem to figure out where Seiko had run off to. And I'd been teased from the shadows and frightened the whole time I was searching. I didn't take much more of it. I was losing my mind. I hope this is it. This needs to work. Seiko, we need to see you with that rope around your neck right now. Yes. When I came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the hallway on the 3rd floor of the school building. I began to doubt myself, to doubt that the fated events that lay ahead, whatever these horrific future memories were. It couldn't actually happen, right? I had no real reason to doubt the things I'd been envisioning, of course, but I kept telling myself it was all just paranoia. So all you needed was that pervert ghost cutscene? That's so dumb. Yes, it is. I'd experienced deja vu many times in my life, ever since I was a little girl. It didn't seem to mean anything. Someone once told me that deja vu was just the brain recognizing a similar situation from one's past and making a false connection, pulling the wrong file. Please, no more. Seiko! Seiko! Is your lifeless body hanging? Please, don't leave me by myself. I'd basically lost all ability to reason, as if my mind had been taken over by some outside force. I broke down on the spot and began crying. Grab the bucket. What's that? A loud sound caught my attention. I sounded like someone kicking on a wall. I shot up from the ground as if I were yanked. I have to go. Have a good rest of your stream, Rice. Okay, Cry, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good night. And as I rose, my brain began recognizing a similar situation from my past. A file being pulled. But before I go, I swear to God, if you put Kong... No. Sounds of a struggle coming from inside the bathroom stall. It's exactly the same. Mother freaking... Oh, okay, you put vibrato. I thought you put Kong. There was an eerie stillness in the air within the girl's laboratory. Hehe. Wow. Hehe. Dork. Fight me! It didn't feel like there was anyone else in here with me, but I sensed a slight movement on the third stall from the back, as if it were just closed. My heart started racing. I was so nervous, it felt like all the blood in my body had begun flowing in reverse behind this door. Woo. Seiko, where are you? I miss you. Just looking at the news sent a wave of dark feelings through my mind. The specter of death was right in front of me, baring its fangs. And we're about to see her hanging too. I know, right? If I went too much longer without finding her. That same dull thud echoed again from behind me. Startled, I turned back toward the stall. No one was there, so what was I hearing? The wall. There's a breeze coming from it. I stepped inside and began lightly knocking on the back wall in several different spots. Ooh. It's hollow. Looking closely, the wall did just jut out very slightly right around the exact same spot. Unconsciously, I pushed on it, and a small piece of paneling swung out into the space beyond like a door. It was well hidden to say the least. Never once would I have guessed there had been this hidden room behind this particular bathroom stall. It's really dark in here. The room was extremely narrow, making it feel longer than it was. You could fit maybe 2 tatami mats on the ground here, end to end. A hole was cut into the floor in the back, outfitted with a ladder leading down into the main school building below. It peered down the hole, but could see no sign of the floor, nor end of the ladder. This thing could lead all the way to the ground level, or even farther. Whether due to the pressure differentials or the breeze of the air, the secret door suddenly shut itself behind me. That must have been what I was hearing earlier. A wretched smell was wafting up from below, hardly a surprise given where I was. I didn't want to imagine what unspeakable things might await for me at the bottom of this ladder. But if Seiko had gone this way, I shook off my misgivings and began descending. Of course I would! Of course. I wonder if maybe this ladder ended in a garbage dump or something. I stopped in my tracks, seriously considering turning back. But I didn't want to miss something and have to do this again later, so I figured I might as well tough it out and see what I might find down at the bottom. Damn, that screen was still really bloody. I know. I was waffling between my desire to be thorough and my instinct to turn back, but I kept climbing down, all the while holding my breath as much as I could. Sure is wet. If I'm not Carol, I might as well slide. Is this chapter 1? Yes. Well, chapter 1 of this game. Ew, what? Nani?
よかった。
I'm really glad it's not a garbage dump.
そこは
I seem
泥
to
の
have
壁と
I seem to be in a cave-like room with muddy walls and a dirt floor. Looking up, I could see a very faint light coming from the hole I just climbed through, but the whole area was otherwise pitch black. There doesn't seem to be anything to find in here at all. I'm probably just wasting my time.
辺りを見回そうと
While surveying my surroundings as best as I could, I attempted to stand up, but that didn't go very well. Ow, what the hell?
首が
My ankle had swollen up pretty badly, and it felt like it was on
聖子
fire.
に手当てをしてもらった
It was the same sprained ankle Seiko had tended earlier. I must have landed on it when I slipped from the ladder, aggravating it further.
嘘
No, why is this
大
happening?
丈夫な方の足で
I made
立ち上が
another
る
attempt to get up, this time onto my good ankle. If I shifted my weight so the majority of it rested on that leg, maybe I could walk. Ow.
呆然とした
No such luck. I wasn't going
こんな
anywhere.
真っ暗な場
I was
所で
stuck in this dark, dank cave where no one would ever find me, with a ladder I couldn't
足の
use.
しびれが
My leg
だ
had
んだん
begun
溶けて
going numb, and the pain from my ankle was almost unbearable.
だ
No,
よ
no, I have to get out of here. I have to!
壁に体を預けながら
Leaning on the wall for support, I attempted to stand once more, this time holding my sprained ankle in the air as best as I
片足で立ち上がり両
could.
手をかけて
I placed both of my hands on the ladder, but it was no use. I couldn't even make the first step.
意を決して
Mustering all my strength, I figured I'd give jumping a try, even if it was only with
濡
one
れた
leg.
はしごの一
But
段
as
目
soon
に
as the other came in contact with the bottom rung of that wet, slippery ladder. Yee.
全身の血の気が
I
引い
could
ている
feel myself turning pale. I was well and
本当
truly
に冗
stuck.
談じゃない
This was no joke. I was frantic. I tried climbing the ladder again and again, but just kept finding myself sprawled unceremoniously across the ground.
地面に転がり続けた何度繰り返したか
I
わから
couldn't
ない
even say how many times I challenged those damn
出られ
rungs.
る場所がない
I
かも
even
探した
searched the walls nearby for another way out.
その
but it was
希望の
simply no
ことが自
use.
然に
Tears were welling up in my eyes uncontrollably.
ごめん
I'm sorry, Seiko. I can't make it. I can't save you. Yes, I'm gonna cry.
目の前に
And then all of a sudden, I sensed a person in front of
友達
me.
のところに
If you
来
want
た
to
けれ
find your
ば
friend, you can't just give up. Is this a bad end then? I have no idea.
ここまで来た
I'm
ね
impressed you made it this far. You've done
頑張
well.
ったね
Oh, it's Sachiko!
目の前に
It was a little
小さな女の子が
girl.
立
She
って
had
いた
was just there, and she spoke to me in a very comforting
ぎゅっぎゅっ
voice.
と
Then she hugged me tightly, as if trying to enshroud my head with her being.
よしよし
There, there, it'll be alright. I'll let you see her if you'd like. Will you listen to what I have to say? What the heck? She's evil. I know what she's planning. Me too!
幽霊
I
でも
didn't care
何でも
who.
いい
I didn't care if it was a person or a ghost. I just wanted somebody, anybody, to save Seiko.
いい子
Good,
いい
good
子
girl.
いい子
Good girl. That's a good girl.
大丈夫
Everything's going to be okay. Painful memories you see
その方が
are the funniest of them. Oh my god, Sachiko, you bitch! Naomi, you insensitive jerk. Oh no. No, I shouldn't say that about her. It was my fault. Naomi was just scared, and after what she went through, I don't blame her. She's always been so cheery and so kind. But I brought out all her pain, all her tears. And that's the one thing a friend should never do. A smile suits her face best of all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Naomi. I'm sorry for making you sad. Oh, this is making me sad. I feel so lost without you.
あなたがいないと頑張れないよ私も
It's the same for me, Seiko.
聖子ごめん
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I just want us to be together forever. Naomi.
けど
But when I'm with you, don't make me mad. Don't I make you mad?
気持ち魚で
Don't I rub you the wrong way and make things unbearable for you?
あんな
Of course you don't. That was just me being stubborn and Wait. Did she just run up?
甘えちゃっただけ。
I hope I stay till the end of the stream and then go at least a few hours of sleep. Well, but anyway. Okay. Ooh. How did she run up with an ankle that, like, basically broken?
抱っこの腕で。
How was your day? How did you spend it? My day, I spent it wallowing in self-pity. Just kidding. I was applying to jobs. Seiko approached me with arms outstretched. She wanted to hug me, and I immediately obliged without the slightest hesitation.
温かい。
This was Seiko, warm and alive, soft and smelling lovely as usual. I'll never let you go again. Me neither. You'd better not.
あっちにね。
There's a Japanese-style room over there with tatami mats and everything. We should go sit down and try to calm our nerves a little. I love Seiko so much. Me too! Like, she's such a perv and I love it.
ここで少し休もうか。
A break sounds nice. Let's go.
用務員室。
Custodian's closet? This is one of those doors that wouldn't open, isn't it? Can you kill all of them? I can try! Oh, I passed out earlier, I guess. When I came to, I was lying down in this room. I was someplace underground, I think, with no way out. And then I saw a little girl, was it? For the life of me, I just couldn't remember clearly.
なんだろう。
That's really odd. Maybe you have a guardian angel on your side, or a ghost.
やめてよ。
Come on, don't say that.
幽霊と言ったって。
Well, remember what that spirit told us when we first got here. He said not all ghosts are bad. Not all bad, huh?
聖子は余裕で
Seiko
扉を
calmly
開いて
opened the door and stepped into the custodian's closet. OMG, she has the bruise on her neck. She ain't fooling me. I didn't see it! I wasn't paying
ここに飛
attention!
ばされてきた当
I
初
could hardly believe this was the same person who got scared out of her mind at the first sight of a ghost only a few hours
なんか
ago.
聖子
You seem a lot more fearless now than you were there
気持ちいい
when than you were when we got here, Seiko, or is that just me? As long as you're around, Naomi, I feel like I've got nothing at all to be scared of.
もう
That's all well and good, but just make sure you don't let your guard down, okay?
用務員室の中は
There weren't any working lights in the custodian's closet, but it definitely felt a lot safer in there than it did out in the
嫌な
creepy,
音を
creaky
立て続けてい
hallways.
る私たちは畳に
The
腰を
two
下ろ
of
す
us plopped down next to one another on the tatami.
と並んで座ってい
For a
た
long while, neither of us said a word. I guess we weren't sure what to talk
無事でよ
about.
かったよ
I'm so glad you're okay, Seiko. There is a bruise on her neck. You too, Naomi. How's the ankle? Still
さ
hurt?
っきすごく
I
痛く
feel
なった
like
ような
it
気が
did
するんだけど
really bad for a
今は
while
全然
there,
平気だ
but
よ
it's totally fine at the moment.
よかった
Glad to hear it.
聖子
Did you
おま
manage
じ
to
ないの
find your
切れ端
paper
は
doll
見つか
scrap?
ったないの
No, it's still
どこかで
missing.
落としたの
Guess
か
I
な
must have dropped it somewhere
こ
else.
の学校
And
の
finding
中で
anything in
探
this
すの
place
忙
is
しい
quite a feat.
うん
Yeah, it
やっ
is.
たね
I'm sorry, but when we get back, we can always ask the
委員長に
class
頼
rep
ん
to
で
perform the ritual again.
もう一回
Then we can
お
get
まじ
you a
ないみんなで
replacement.
やろうそうだね
That's true.
落ち着くと
Once we calmed down a bit, we reached a point where we simply didn't want to leave the room anymore. We had no desire to go back into those halls.
私たちはそのまま
So we didn't. We stayed right where we were for a really long time, just chatting endlessly with one another, casual as can be. Why did she have to die? She was such a good character. I know.
クラスのみん
It
なの
makes
こと
no sense.
文化祭
About
のこと
class and the festival and our sleepover the previous night. Ordinary, everyday conversation.
話しながら
But then I happened to look over and catch Seiko staring at me.
だよねほんと
Yeah, totally. Seiko, is something wrong?
聖子
Huh? No, it's nothing.
暗くてよく見えない
It was
け
too
れど
dark to see Seiko's features in any great detail, but something seemed to miss. It was her face. Was she blushing?
ナオミ
Naomi?
勇気出して
This is hard for me to
あの
say,
ね
but, well,
うん
what is it? I,
真剣な表情に
She had an uncharacteristically serious expression on her face and seemed really nervous.
何
What was it, Seiko? What were you trying to tell me?
やっぱいいや
Never you mind.
何それ
Oh, come on. Now my curiosity is killing me. Just spit it out already. Confess your love to her. I know, right?
笑わない
Promise you won't laugh?
うん
If you don't want me to, then I won't. Okay, because I'm totally serious.
ドキッとした。
My heart skipped a beat.
ここで
Was
初めて。
this was the beginning?
私は
How could I have been so
どこま
dense
で
all this
鈍感
time?
なの。ここって何が起こるかわ
Since
か
we
ら
have
な
no
いから
idea what's
ちゃん
going
と
to
伝えておき
happen
たい
to
の。
us in here, there's something I really need to tell
う
you.
ん。
Okay.
聖子の視線が
Seiko's focus changed. Her gaze was now
私の
directed
口
squarely
に
at my
注がれ
lips.
てい
What?
る。
Wait. Was
だっ
this?
てあのね
Will you kiss me?
え
Huh?
したいの。
I want to kiss you.
なん
Just
で
tell her. Why?
好きだから。
Because I love you. Oh,
友達
as a friend, right?
聖子は黙って
Seiko didn't say a word. She just shook her head fervently. I was
頭が真っ白になる
dumbfounded. Was she confessing to me?
男子にも
I
された
hadn't
こと
even
ないの
had a boy confess to me yet. I'm gonna cry. Me too.
聖子は
Seiko, she hung her head low, staring down at her
消え
feet.
て
My silence seemed
黙ってしまった
almost like it was causing her physical pain. She looked like she might explode. My poor Seiko, this is
よ
hurting
く
me.
見えないけど
It's hurting me too, and she's not even my favorite character. I couldn't see her face clearly, but I was certain she must have been quivering and blushing from ear to ear.
本気なの
You're serious?
結婚したい
I'd marry you if I could. I want to kiss you. And I want to hug you too.
こんなに小さくて
That was the first time I'd ever heard Seiko speak so softly, or with such a stammer in her voice.
私は
Before I knew it, I was crying, and I had no idea why. Seiko, I'm sorry.
私
Is she gonna go hang herself? Naomi better accept her feelings and put a ring on it. I know, right? I would. The frick, Seiko's adorable. I know she's a perv, but like,
一
she's
人で
adorable.
業務員室を飛び出して
Oh,
きて
okay,
しまう
Naomi ran out. I ran out of the room and just took off down the hall.
涙の理由は
I still couldn't tell why I was crying. It was like I was scared, or maybe I was happy, or maybe I'd just lost a friend.
友達がいなくなったような
I need to calm down. The Seiko I was friends with wasn't gone. She
友達だ
hadn't
と
been
性
lost.
行為に関してはどうだい
Regardless of whether or not I was able to return her feelings, I owed her at least a thank you.
聖子
Let's see if Naomi is the reason that Seiko is gonna die. She probably is like, alright, I just got rejected. Time to go hang myself. Seiko must have been pretty deep in regret by that point. I needed to get back to her. I needed to let her know that I would still stand by her. Didn't she hang her in the first game because of the darkening? Yes, she did.
突然
I was suddenly distracted by the sound of
水のこ
dripping
ぼ
water
れる蛇口
nearby.
を緩くひねった
It
よう
was
な
as if someone had left the faucet on, but only just, and it was slowly spilling out
中
onto the floor.
水がどこから聞こえて
But
く
where
るの
was it? It sounded close, yet there was no sign of running water anywhere that I could see. I had a
私は
bad feeling
ある
about
には
this.
近い
All I knew was it was
あまりに
close.
近い
Like, really close. Wait. Oh, it couldn't be. I looked down at my feet and I
私は
gasped.
ふと足元を見て息を私の太ももを伝
An
え
unpleasant looking black fluid was running down my thighs and pulling down up on the floor beneath
そ
my
れは
feet,
まだ止まらず
and it wasn't
び
stopping.
ちゃびちゃと流れ着やだ
Ew, what the hell? What is this? Piano.
慌てて指ですくってみて
I hesitantly collected a bit of it with my finger and studied it. It wasn't blood, it was almost tar-like in consistency, smooth and viscous. It's not blood, it's black.
よく見るとうっすら光っている
And it seemed to be faintly glowing as well.
私の
Why
体か
was
ら出て
something
る
like
の
this coming out of my body?
手についた黒い
I
液
went
体
to
が
wipe my
スカートに
finger on my
まといつい
skirt
て
and shifted in place, only to lose my footing and fall backwards, landing hard on my
足が
rear.
もつれて
What did that old man do to me?
頭を抱えて
I put my hands on my sides of my head, closed my eyes, and screamed. I'd reached my limit. I just wanted all of this. I just wanted all of this to be over. I can't English.
目をつむった真っ
But
暗
try
な
as I
視界に
might to shut out the world was
電池が
determined
ひ
to
っくり
not
返ったかの
be
ような
ignored.
感覚が重なる
It was like heaven and earth were moving all around me. There you go. What black stuff would come out of her coochie? She needs to see a doctor ASAP. I know, right? I felt dizzy. It was like my soul and body were separating. I became acutely aware of my own mass and started obsessing over it. It was so heavy. My head, in particular. The human cranium weighs about 5 kilograms, and I could feel every last gram straining my neck muscles. It was hurting my back. What's happening? I'm losing consciousness? I can't open my eyes. And this is where she kills Seiko. All the blood in my body came rushing up to my head. Why was this happening? I could feel the blood vessels in my face pressing against my skin. I could see blood behind my eyelids. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts so much. The blood just kept coming. It wouldn't stop. It felt like if my blood vessels, my eyes, my whole head could burst at any moment. Somebody, please save me. Seiko! Seiko! I think the tables have turned. It's Naomi's turn. Oof! Be careful, you're about to fall into the valley of past and future memories. Just as my last vestiges of consciousness were fading, I heard a little girl's voice, but I was in pain. I was weighed down. I couldn't open my eyes. Kill her for rejecting you, Seiko. Oh my god. If you wish to save your friend, you'll need to overcome fate itself. What are you saying? The heaviness in my head grew at an alarming rate, and I heard a tearing sound behind my ears. It was the sound of a major blood vessel breaking wide open. I was certain I was going to die, but then the pain and dizziness simply vanished. I had the sensation of a faint shimmering before my eyes, and I wondered if maybe I could open them now. Slowly and carefully, I relaxed the muscles that were so forcibly and fearfully holding my eyelids shut. It's like is she like giving birth or something? Hopefully not. Where am I? This isn't Heavenly Host. I knew exactly where I was. I'd seen this image a million times before. I'd seen it just this morning with Seiko. This was my house. Huh? Am I really home? Was it all a dream, maybe? Mom, I'm home! Something wasn't right. My field of vision was low to the ground, and everything around me looked much larger than it should. What was going on? Guess what? I brought you a cat. Dad? You've always been so mature watching the house all by yourself when we're away. Come on, pet it. Isn't she great, Naomi? Mom? Now you'll have someone to keep you company. Is she a cat? Sorry we're always so late coming home from work, sweetie. It's so nice we can trust you, though. I am really sorry, but now you won't be lonely anymore, right? Stop this. May, who would spend half of her time indoors and the other half in the backyard, as if she were out to pasture or something. It may not have been much land, but that was her territory, and she rarely ventured outside of it. Once I was so upset that my parents were going to be late coming home from work again that I scooped up May and ran away from home for a little while. Papa, Mama, I hate you. Stop it. It's because you're here, May. Because you're here. Papa and Mama don't think they have to come home. It's your fault, you know. Naomi, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Where did you and May run off to? I'm sorry, May. I don't want us to be apart. I said a really mean thing to you, May. I'm so sorry. No, it's alright, Naomi. May will always be there for you. She loves you, you know? She can sense exactly how you feel, and she's very understanding. I'm so confused. It wasn't long after that May ran away. I searched for her every day through teary eyes, but in the end she never came home. It's such a pity. I guess even cats get strange ideas in their heads from time to time. That wasn't
せ
it.
っかくのお友達だった
And
の
you
に
two were such good friends
私が
too.
悪いの
I did
新
this.
しいお友達が
But
で
you'll
き
make a
る
new
よ
friend in no time. You just need to
頑張って
put this
忘れ
out
よう
of
ね
your mind and move on.
メイちゃんは
That's because
優しい
May
から
was so
私の前
understanding
か
and
らいなくなったんだ
kind-hearted that she disappeared from my life.
私があんな
If
ことを
only
言
I
わなけれ
hadn't
ば
said
よか
what
っ
I
たんだ
said to her.
姉ちゃん
Come back, please, May.
メイちゃん
May,
あなたは
you never change, do you? Do we get to see how the cat looks at least? I don't think so. Mom?
お母さんどこ
Mom,
にいるの
where are you? Nani? She's not here. Naomi?
聖子
Seiko?
聖子聖子
Seiko.
大丈夫
Are you alright? I've been looking all over for you. I'm so sorry about before.
何の反応も返って
She
こな
didn't
かった
respond, but she didn't have to. This was definitely
私には
Seiko.
よく見えないよ
I can't see you very well. Come a little closer, please. Let me see your face.
私は近寄り
I drew in towards Seiko, who was sitting on the ground, and rested my head on her shoulder.
ギュッと抱き
Then
し
I
めた
wrapped my arms around her. I still couldn't see her face. I thought it might be because of the dim lighting in the
暗がりにいる聖子の
room.
顔が見えても
But no, that wasn't it. Something was very wrong
Seiko
here. Seiko wasn't moving an inch, and that's when I
冷
realized
たい
her skin was cold. She's dead?
待って
Wait, where was I? Was I at
どこにいるん
home?
だっけ
Or was this Hemfilly host? The last thing I remembered was frantically trying to find her again.
なんだか遠くから
I could smell incense from somewhere far off, and I finally realized that this wasn't reality.
岸駅です。
Now arriving at Kishi Station? Nani?
違う
No.
違う
No, this person's sitting perfectly still on the floor, not saying a word.
聖子じゃない
This wasn't Seiko, so who was it? Naomi. Like how it's just cut from the cutscene in the prologue and they made it black. Yeah.
真っ暗闇の中
Within the unyielding darkness, I knew that whoever it was taking Seiko's shape was coming toward me. Oh, I don't like that. I hear this breathing in my ear. Stop it! She's here. She's right next to me. I can feel her breath. I can sense her presence.
誰なの
Who are you?
お友達よ
I'm your friend with a broken neck, remember?
折れているでしょあなたが死なせてしまう
Is she a demon? I think so. This is the future where you make me die. Uh.
どうしてさっき一人に
Why did you leave me by myself back there after we finally managed to get back together, too?
この人
I was so worried that I'd hurt you, so worried that. And that's why things turned out this way. No, don't say that.
打ちひしがれる私
As I lay there stricken with grief, I heard footsteps of a child approach. I looked up and saw a little girl with a red dress standing over me.
どうしても助け
Do
たい
you want to save your friend no matter what it takes?
あなたは
Who.
何者
What are you? Sachiko is so nice, giving Naomi PTSD. I know, right?
この世界の
I'm the one who controls the fate of this world.
何を言っているのか
I had no
わからない
clue what she meant by
だ
that,
けど
but I
さっきから
remembered
私
that
に
she'd be
アドバイスを
giving me
くれようと
advice
して
this whole time.
校舎の至るところ
She
に
had
あ
a
る
different
幽霊
air
が
about her than the other spirits around the school building. I felt like maybe she was on my side.
助けたい
I
よ
want to save her, please. If there's some way to do it, tell me how.
もう一度
I'll give you another chance to remember. Think
今
hard.
見たのは
What you've just seen are events from your past, which is also the future through which your spirit now
あ
passes.
なたは
In other words, this isn't the first time you've experienced the sequence of events. But you already knew that, didn't you? I feel something crawling on me. Okay, it was just my imagination. Never mind.
そんなことありえない
That sort of thing doesn't happen.
理解
It should have sounded like a complete nonsense to me. But now I feel bad remembering what happened to Sachiko. She didn't deserve it. She witnessed her mother dying because of that trashy principal. That is very true. But she also didn't need to keep killing kids for her mother's ghost. But I didn't say a word, I just nodded. There were only fragments, but nonetheless, I was seeing crystal clear visions of what I can only assume was my first time experiencing these events. That sense of deja vu I'd be feeling wasn't just some crazy delusion or misidentified nerve impulse in my brain, it was real. Then you've also already seen the trigger event from which your despair originated. So now you will fight against that fated demise. Okay, where am I? When I came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the hallway on the 3rd floor of the school building. When did I get here? How long had I been here? I looked down and sure enough, there were puddles of black all around me. It was that viscous fluid that had been spilling out from inside me. A palpable manifestation of dread spreading out across the floor. But this was no time to sulk. I had to think about Seiko. I'd left her all by herself again. I think now she's hanging. Yeah, she probably is. I wonder if she's still in the custodian's room. That sound. It was coming from inside the bathroom. There was a violent banging coming from one of the stalls. With a lump in my throat and a shiver down my spine, I slowly crept in to take a look. Take the bucket! There was an eerie stillness in the air within the girls' laboratory. Take the bucket. It didn't feel like there was anyone else in there with me, but I sensed slight movement on the 3rd stall from the door from the back. This was the source of all the bad feelings and uncomfortable premonitions I'd been having. I knew what I was going to find. I remembered this future. This was the future I absolutely had to prevent from becoming the past. The image that waited for me in the stalls was burned into my memory. Red. And it was now a reality. Seiko! Why the fuck would you think about it? We know what was in there, I know, right? I didn't click on think about it. I clicked on go in there, you know? You're still alive, I'll save you. There was again a flash of the sad future that awaited us if I even made one wrong move here. But there's still time. I could still save her. Hold on, I'll get you down. But how? Her noose was pretty high off the ground. I needed some way to get up to her neck height or to pull down her safety. Something to stand on? Use the bucket outside. I'll be right back, Seiko. I'm going to get something to stand on. We probably should have thought of something else. Not you, I meant in general. Sorry, that's fine. If I were to stand on that, I certainly could reach Seiko's neck, even at my height. Grab it! I don't care! Just dump it out! Dump it out! Sorry, I skipped through that. It's just her describing what's inside the bucket. I picked up the bucket with surprisingly little hesitation. After dumping its contents onto the ground, I held the dirty bucket tight against my chest and rushed back into the bathroom. I will save you. I will. She's probably dead. Hurry up! You're so slow! Seiko, hold still. I'm going to loosen the rope. I threw the bucket onto the floor upside down and stepped onto it like a footstool. Sure enough, this gave me the lift I needed to reach Seiko's neck. Oh wait, isn't the bucket which is what causes her death because it takes too long? Yes. This would work. I'm going to save her. I positioned my hands on Seiko's shoulders and began feeling around for the knot, but then she falls and breaks her neck. The bottom of the old rusted bucket had given way. I lost my footing and fell, inadvertently pulling down on Seiko's body. Her thin neck snapped easily. God, no, no, Seiko! Seiko's neck was twisted unnaturally. Her arms and legs hung limply and swayed back and forth with the momentum of my fall. She would struggle no more. No, I should have thought of something else! I could still feel the sensations of the last moment on my hand. I was responsible for this. I broke her neck. I killed Seiko. Fuck! I clasped my hands on either side of my head and curled up into a fetal squat. This was all predestined to happen. It was an inescapable fate. I can't English. But somehow I should have been able to change it. Fear, despair, and anger were all swirling around inside my head. I couldn't do a thing to quell them. I knew what was going to happen. I knew it. But I couldn't stop it. What the hell was wrong with me? I just went through the same motions as before. I made the exact same mistake, and now Seiko. I think this is the bad ending. She's supposed to get saved, I think. I think so too. Yeah. I think this is a bad ending. Yep. We're gonna have to think of something else when we try to. Oh, I didn't save. I just realized I didn't save. Wrong end 1. Okay, thank you for reminding me that that is wrong end 1. When was the last save? When were the quick saves? Okay. So this save was at 8:59, 9:56. So this just happened, so we're gonna go right here. Yes, let's resume from right there. Okay, can I still skip with X? Open it. So we're gonna think of something else besides get the bucket. This was the future. I already read that. My mouth is going crazy. Gotta take a quick sip. Now this time no bucket. And no reality. Seiko! No. Oh. Seiko, you're still alive? I'll save you. There it was again, a flash of the sad future that awaited us. If I made even one wrong move here, but there was still time. I could still save her. Hold on, I'll get you down. But how? Her noose was pretty high off of the ground. I needed some way to get it up to the neck height. I'm gonna think of something else. No, I remember now. The bottom of that bucket is rusted though. I fall, and I wind up breaking Seiko's neck. There must be some other way. Some way to loosen the rope so she can breathe. Gurgle. Though only half conscious, Seiko was thrashing about wildly, frankly squirming for air. It seemed automatic, like a reflex, but the body struggled for life when life was being denied it. All I could see as I watched her body writhing on that rope was positive proof that she wanted to live. I'm going to save you, I swear. It was going to be alright. I could see the future. Fate was on my side for a change. I mean, if I put her on my shoulders, I know I had to lift Seiko's body into the air, loosening the pull on the rope so she could breathe. Unfortunately what? While writhing, Seiko inadvertently kicked me square in the jaw. The force of the blow caused me to stumble and fall backwards. And deal with it! She's really suffering. I have to hurry. Why didn't you just... Oh my god! She died again! Oh my god, what did I do then? Do I just think about it again? Cold silence surrounded me. I was the only living thing being left. This was the ultimate despair, the hopelessness of being completely alone. And no matter how much I screamed, Seiko would never speak to me again. She kicked her because she remembers her hanging her. I don't really blame her. We're just getting all the bad ends right now. We're gonna keep going until we get the right end. We're gonna save her. Wrong end too. We're gonna save her. We're gonna save her. We're gonna save her, guys. We're gonna do it. Um. Okay, so it's 10:29. Okay. Ooh.
大丈夫。未来が見えるんだもの。今度は
Think of
運命
something
が味
else.
方してくれているんだ。
Third time's a charm. I know, right? Oh wait, I remember this too. If I try to lift her, I end up pulling down on her harder and break her neck.
成功。どうしよう。
What do I do? There has to be something else. There we go. Hoist her up on her shoulders. That was it. I needed to lift her up higher.
私は聖子
I
の下に
quickly
体を
ducked
かが
under
ませると
Seiko's body and forced myself between her wildly flailing legs until she was sitting on my shoulders. And then I put everything I had into my butt muscles. Butt muscles? Back muscles. Standing up, I lifted her into the air. This created enough slack in the rope that the upper half of Seiko's body, weakened as it was, naturally collapsed against the back of the wall. Thinking fast, I took a step forward and actively pushed her into it, holding her in place so her head wouldn't drop back down again. Oh my gosh. Seiko, stay with me. Breathe. 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 I'm going to get you out of this rope now, okay? Just hold still. All the hair on my body was standing on end. I actually did it. I averted fate. I prevented Seiko's death. I could feel it all throughout my being. I had just stepped into a new world, a new destiny. It was an odd sensation, my deja vu. My memories of that horrible future had now ground to a halt. I had no idea what would happen from now on. Is she gonna run away? Maybe. It seems the only memories I retained from that other timeline were the ones relating to my dearest friend's demise. Seiko had stopped squirming and simply slumped over, exhausted from the whole ordeal. I reached my hand up to her neck gently and carefully. And after a lot of fumbling, I successfully untied the knot on the rope. I was so stressed. Peeling the slack noose off of Seiko's neck made a sort of crackling sound with each yank. I was in awe of how much force that rope had exerted. It was painful just thinking about it. Up through this morning, she was all smiles and laughter. She was always thinking about me and always so kind and outgoing. Why did something so horrible have to happen to her? But there was nothing to be afraid of anymore. Seiko and I had now bypassed the sad fate that previously awaited us. As long as the two of us were together, we'd make it through this. I looked down at Seiko, still breathing, and sobbed. I led Seiko out of the stall and I gently laid her down on the bathroom floor. She was too weak to go any further just yet. Seiko, you idiot, why would you try to hang yourself? I was so worried about you. You have no idea. I laid my head on her body. She was so warm. I wasn't going to let her go again. I wasn't going to let anyone take her away from me. It's okay. It's okay now. I'm sorry, Seiko. I won't ever leave you alone again. Do you understand? Can you see me? It's me, Naomi. What is it? What, Seiko? What's wrong? It's me. It's me. Seiko wasn't acting like herself. She was regarding me as if she'd just seen a ghost. Her face was plainly painted as with abject fear from the very depths of her soul. She stumbled onto her feet clumsily, then hastily darted out of the room. No! Seiko? What? Why? I didn't understand. Was she confused? Either way, I had to catch her. Run, bitch, run! Wait, she's gonna trip on the wire! No! I kept pace with Seiko's frantic, unsteady sprinting as she turned the corner and headed down the staircase, and then... No. she's decapitated. Oh my god. Why? Why, Seiko? I saved you. I just saved you. Fucking Sachiko. Like, it smells rotten. Oh, poor you, poor you. Did you really think you could save her? When someone's fate passes through these halls, it locks in place forever. Now my question from earlier makes sense. Yes. Do you see it? If your destiny is to die here, then that's what's going to happen, no matter what. And the way you die will just keep getting worse and worse every time. Good girl. Good girl. Don't you worry. I'll gladly extract all your painful memories now. This isn't your first time here after all, right? We all have all the time in the world to savor all the new unspeakable ways your friend can die. What the fuck? Fuck you! What the fuck? Such unbelievable cruelty. This was an inhuman malevolence, the likes of which I'd never even imagined could exist. Why is she just hugging her head? Because of my own overzealous actions, Seiko wound up meeting a fate even worse than death by hanging. It was my fault. My fault. My tears began raining down on Seiko's cheek, and on her forehead, into her nose, into her mouth, into her eyes. But Seiko's eyes wouldn't close. Despite lacking the ability to focus anymore, she just kept staring right at me. Seiko, what are you looking at right now? What thoughts are going through your mind? My poor baby, at least she went out instantly, no suffering, I know. I mean, she did kind of suffer, you know, hanging from that noose still. Why did you run from me earlier? Why were you so afraid? But no matter how many times I asked her these questions, Seiko just wouldn't answer. I told her we'd always be friends, no matter what, that we'd always be together. Answer me, please say something. Don't leave me all alone. I could still feel the warmth of Seiko's head in my arms. She was gone now. I was powerless. All I could do was scream. Takes 10 to 15 seconds for the human brain to die to decapitation. She's already dead then. There was nothing else to do. Nothing that would change. But this is anime, so she instantly died. Oh yeah. Not that the screaming helped. All that it did was echo back at me, as if mocking my pain. I felt like I was trapped in a cold, damp cell. I had no doubt in my mind that this was hell. Why do we have to be put through this nightmare? God, I can't take it anymore. Get me out of here. Someone please save me. Oof. An alternate universe tale. Oh, we cleared it. The Demise chapter is now available. Oh my god. I'm upset. Hard feelings, the persistence of destiny. I got achievements. Wow. That was... I don't know how I feel about that, in all honesty. Like, that was intense. Like, that was very intense. Oh my gosh. Well then, what did you guys think about that? Because that was insane. Just absolutely insane. Oh my gosh. Let's see. That was interesting. Okay, well that's where I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna do a quick raid. Let's see. How do I type this? I knew she was gonna die like that, but it still hurts me because I really wanted her to live. I really wanted her to live too. I was like, oh my god, we can actually save her. And nope. But thank you guys all for stopping by. You know, thank you for the late raid earlier. And yeah, this was a great stream. Like, it was fun, but I was like stressed because of trying to save Seiko again. But yeah, we're gonna go raid your villain, and she's playing the first corpse party. So if you can, stay there for a few minutes and interact with her content. And yeah, thank you guys all for coming, and we'll go to the raid. Bye!